play this video. You guys got it right now. How long do you think Pascal's going to be able to watch for? Tucson.
35 seconds.
Okay. All right, we're going to do it. And go.
Willie D live.
Because I knew you were going to say that because, you know, I've been checking out how you move. So I'm listening to how you move, and I'm listening to what some of your thoughts. When you start saying things like, you know, you support Trump and Kyle Rittenhouse.
It's called trolling.
Okay, but you said it. Like, when do I know you telling the truth, man? Like, when do I? I'm not supposed to take you seriously.
When I hit my vape, that's when I'm telling the truth. But look though, why are black people mad at Kyle Rittenhouse? He killed white people. Should he be a hero? If we're pushing the narrative,
I think black people ain't the only ones mad at Kyle Rittenhouse. There's a lot of people mad
black
at Kyle
people,
Rittenhouse.
Man, I be around a lot of white people, and you know that. And they try to say that my group of friends are racist, which is false, and I'll put that out here right now.
Because they loves me.
And you know the group of friends I'm talking about because you've been on his podcast.
What group?
JRE.
Shouts out to Joe Rogan.
Shouts out to Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
He's so racist that he's helped me take care of my daughters and help elevate my career. That's how racist he is, y'all.
Nah, Joe ain't like that. But you know, that's a.
I know he's not like that, but
you ain't gonna be able to convince anybody that don't like Joe any different.
No, exactly, but they try to call him racist. Yeah. He's so racist. He helped me elevate in my career. That's how racist he is, right? I didn't know that a white man, or actually he's Italian. I don't know if there's any discretion when it comes to the black community. If you don't look black, I think black people think that you're white. But he's an Italian man that has helped me progress in my career, put a lot of money in my pocket, which helps.
Okay,
go ahead. What?
Oh no, go ahead.
Which helps take care of my daughters, feed my daughters, and helps me take care of my mom. My mom is on my payroll because I feel like that's how it should be. You raised me, you took care of me, so now it's time for me to take care of you.
Now, I personally don't believe this, but now you're gonna have people saying, "Well, that's why you rocking with Joe because you know he takes care of you."
But I just told you I just told you where racism comes from.
Where does this come from?
For a fight for resources. He's making.
I told you, 50-some-year-old black man, where racism comes from.
It to where we don't have to fight for resources. Joe is the most equal opportune, level-headed person I've ever met in my life. Solid human being. And even when when they were trying to cancel him, there's a lot of stuff he could have said that he never once came out and spoke about. That could have been like the big Joker when you play spades.
You're not gonna get any argument out of me with Joe.
No, I don't want.
I know Joe.
Of course,
I know him as a person.
I know him as a person
He's a decent dude.
But I'm saying this for the audience that is gonna intake this audio and intake this visual. That's who I'm speaking for, sir. You're a level-headed individual. We spoke on Sunday. I know you're a level-headed individual because you had your YouTube rant, but then when I spoke to you on the phone, you were a totally different human being. And I'm sure.
What'd you say, Pascal?
What's up with the Joe Rogan ball washing?
He is part of Joe Rogan's crew. Yeah. And Joe Rogan left LA to go to Austin, and a bunch of people kind of went with him. And a lot of these guys have pretty big comedy podcasts. This dude, he does some roast thing. I don't get him.
I just need a little bit of clarity on one part because I don't follow Joe Rogan like that. But did he do some racist shit? Or are we just talking about some people somewhere think Joe Rogan's a racist?
Some people somewhere think Joe Rogan's racist because he'll have Ben Shapiro on his show. He'll have the Weinstein brothers on his show. He'll have Jordan Peterson on his show. And he doesn't really change.
Gotcha. I didn't know if he had like suddenly told like some Liam Neeson story about going out there creating vengeance against black people in the streets.
No, that's the thing. Joe Rogan is to me a bit of a complex individual because I think he goes with the flow of the conversation, right? Like Ben Burgess was on Joe Rogan's show, and we would agree they don't share the same politics.
I've
But-
definitely seen Ben Burgess kill an elk and eat nothing but meat for a month. Maybe you guys weren't there. Maybe you're not as close as you fucking think. You know?
but you can see this dude is just like, for some reason defending Joe Rogan. I think he thinks it's going to get him more accolades because he knows it's clippable. And the closer you are to Joe, the closer you are to a Netflix special. Look at Brendan Schaub.
I mean, if he was going to go with the eye tie shit, he should have gone with Sicilian, but maybe he's not old enough to remember that.
He's kind of fucking retarded.
What are we talking about?
This nigga right here, David Lucas. Pascal, how do you feel about David Lucas so far?
Shit. Yeah. I'm still intrigued.
Okay. Pascal's got 3 minutes, 27 seconds.
Sure, I'm a totally different human being than the person that you saw on stage.
Why did it have to be a little rant? Why couldn't it be the big rant? I was dismissive, man.
I like this guy a lot, man. Willie D is amazing, boy. I'm about to fucking tell all my MAGA supporters to stream the Ghetto Boys.
I'm good on MAGA, bro. I'm good on MAGA.
Let me ask you, what's wrong with Trump?
What's wrong with Trump?
In your eyes?
In my eyes, here's the reason why I don't like Trump.
Because he tells the truth?
No. My sister tells the truth. You know what I'm saying? That means nothing. It's a lot of people tell the truth, but also he tells a lot of lies too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't focus on any of the lies that he tells. Y'all just talk about the truth.
Every politician lies.
But here's the thing about Trump. Here's why I really just don't like Trump.
Okay.
Trump, before Obama ran for president, Trump had never questioned the nationality of a president. He never went after
ethnicity. Nationality is different.
Ethnicity.
Yeah.
He never. No, he questioned the nationality of Barack Obama.
Oh yeah, whether he was American or not. You're right. Yeah.
No,
Trump.
I mean this other cat, whoever he's
just conveniently.
What'd you say, Bert?
Just the fact that I'll say it again, this dude who looks like the drawing of a black child in 1813 fucking saying some shit about, ethnicity and nationality is like, really? Real zinger. All right, I guess Trump's cool. Sorry, play the clip.
Yeah.
Oh, Toussaint got the sounds of the city.
Toussaint's on the run.
He never publicly just went after a president, but just
he was a troll.
But here's the thing, like, just coincidentally, we get the first black guy who looked like he can become president, and here comes Trump with all of this vitriol out of nowhere. Where is this coming from? I mean, he's been around
because he's been
around
Obama.
Politicians for a long time.
He saw through Obama.
He saw through Obama.
What did Obama?
So he didn't see through all those other damn presidents that he'd been patting pots.
But I'm saying,
he didn't see through none of them, right?
What did Obama do for the black community?
What did any of them do for the black community?
Trump gave us resources.
What resources?
You still there, Pascal? You okay?
I'm watching. I'm watching.
I can't believe, dude. I had to turn it off. So you're still good.
No, this is interesting.
Oh,
I want to hear how bad the dementia gets.
Yeah.
I want to hear about the
did for the black
resources. Maybe I haven't applied for them.
the Trump resources were the stimulus. Well, you'll see.
I mean, I missed out on that.
The economy was amazing.
What act?
At the end of the day, I'm American.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so you know that domestic imports and exports is a big part of making our dollar strong.
Yeah, enunciate that.
Did you have more money in your pocket during his presidency?
I have more money in my pocket every year.
All right.
It don't matter who the president is. And that's what a lot of people got to understand. Like, look, fam, whether it's Trump, Biden, whoever, ain't none of them going to affect my bottom line.
But the strength of the dollar would definitely affect your bottom line.
The strength of the dollar going to do what it do no matter who in office.
No, that's not true.
Because these presidents are selected. And let me tell you,
so?
So
you're a conspiracy theorist.
Let me tell you something about Donald Trump.
Okay.
Let me tell you something I know about Trump.
Please.
And the rest of them.
I'm waiting to meet him. So if he watches podcast.
Trump is no different than any other rest of them. All of these presidents, they get to have a personality, and they get to have one, maybe two hobbies while they in office. A couple of hobbies that they can act like are major platform initiatives. That's what they get. Everything else is part of the grand plan. And you either gonna get in line with that grand plan, or they're gonna give you a street like Elm. They're gonna put you on Elm Street like they did JFK. Now that's what's gonna happen. I don't care who the president is.
Okay.
So if you that big and bad, you know, and you want to buck the plan, if you're gonna just buck the system like that, you wouldn't be in court. You wouldn't be have all these charges against you if you was that big and bad. Trump ain't that dude y'all think he is. Y'all think he all.
Who is y'all?
You and your MAGA people. That's y'all.
I've never announced a political affiliation. I'm a Republican. And you are too. What?
I believe that's announcing a political affiliation.
What the fuck?
I just paused. Look how I paused his face. Willie D.
Yo, how old is this cat?
Willie D's a little more worrying than this motherfucker is, man. Willie D's got some problematic ideas himself.
I mean,
how old is David Lucas?
I don't know. He's old enough to know that that's not the face you need to make when I pause the screen. The upper room.
Remember when I told you I grew up around dumb motherfuckers? Like, here we go.
The nigga looks like, hello, Dolly.
In the upper room.
In the upper room. I can't wait to meet Donald Trump myself. I'm going to take his testicles right to my mouth. Delicious. Like two little hush puppies. I love nigger food.
Real talk, he looked like Aunt Jemima's ugly brother. Like,
Doesn't dude Cedric Johnson said that nigga looked like Stanley Crouch illegitimate son, but dumber.
Yeah. The fucked up thing is Stanley Crouch had a daughter who was actually kind of bad. No,
damn, they taught her the secret of chapstick, apparently.
No, it didn't make no sense. Maybe it wasn't his kid.
Probably had it with a white woman.
Damn.
No chance. Nah, not at all. She was no chance. No chance. Yeah. Yo, I used to work in civil rights, and I used to see Stanley all the time at I used to go to like liberal and conservative events, and so I would see Stanley at the Manhattan Institute. He was always there. I used to go to the talks there to see what they were talking about. I was only 20 at the time. I had no idea that such a thing existed, that it was just like coon ass niggas on a podium just telling white women. The craziest shit is that educational policy in New York was run by white housewives of wealthy white men. You know, it was like right-leaning bored housewives who had nothing to do. So the rich white dudes were like, yo, go to the Manhattan Institute and get a coon to talk and support your points about privatization of schools and charter schools. And so like Stanley Crouch was always there. And I'd be looking because he looked like a nigga from a cartoon, but he was real.
He does.
So I'm like sitting there, I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? And then he would talk to me a little bit. And then one time his daughter came up and she looked like a young Anita Baker or something. She had that haircut, the short hair. I was like, yo, I want to.
Yeah.
And I'm 20. I was like, yo, I want to hit this. What the fuck? That's his daughter? I was confused.
Didn't know my dad was a coon.
I'm like going through this dude's Instagram trying to figure out like how old he is, and every other picture is him holding a fucking fish, breathing through his mouth. Like
Bro, Stanley Crouch is crazy. Stanley Crouch spit in this one dude's face in the village. Damn. I think his name was Gregory Peck or something. He was like a critic.
The actor?
They gave Stanley Crouch a MacArthur grant.
Stanley Crouch spit on Gregory Peck from The Omen?
Not the actor. It was this it was this author who was a critic who used to shit on everyone. He shit on Stanley Crouch, and Crouch caught him out there in the village and spit in his face.
Damn.
Then Stanley Crouch turned into Malcolm X. Again and again.
Stanley was wild, actually. Stanley was wild, man. He was a wild
wild guy.
Him and Gerald Horne definitely
He was
do
a
not
coon,
like
but he was a wild dude.
David
So
Lucas
Pascal-
does not have a Wikipedia page.
No,
David Lucas told a joke. So the reason why he's got in the crosshairs is he told a joke where he basically said he supported the police for killing George Floyd. And he states George Floyd's drugs that were in his system and his prison record. And he's going to mention it in this clip. Now, I want to give some context to that. He mentions it as if George Floyd was never convicted of the crime. George Floyd did go to prison and serve time for a strong arm robbery where he did put a gun to, I believe, a pregnant woman's belly and was like, give me all your money, whatever. And he basically said it's karma. And he caught heat for that because he does this thing where he roasts people, but his stand-up is a bunch of black MAGA bullshit. So I'm gonna go keep playing it until you tell me no mas.
I thought I had a big ass forehead. Look at this nigga.
It's a little place for Trump to put his testicles. So I can get all in the gooch.
Whether you want to tell your audience you are a Republican, you can't say.
Let me speak on that.
Okay, let's speak.
No. I want to hear what you got to say first.
Because you're a Republican.
Tell me why.
Because everybody like you, a successful career person who has had a successful career with rap, now you have a podcast. I saw your G-Wagon outside.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. Okay. I came up here at a photo pickup truck. Like, bro, what is you saying? You're a Republican because you care about finances. And I'm sure you're a loving father. You're not a loving husband because I don't see a ring on your hand, but that's no disrespect to you. But you care because finances matter. And that's the same thing that Ice Cube was trying to preach when the black community turned against him.
So you're equating having a concern for your finances with being a Republican.
That's all I care about.
Okay. So,
and some of the views.
That's why I got my mama out here on the payroll. These hoes gotta work. I'm all about my paper.
Don't press play. It looks like there's a light bulb on Willie.
This nigga's got Willie D so angry. Like, look how mad Willie D is. This dude
I've
has
done
no
a podcast
idea.
with Willie D before, no joke, for like a full hour. He was hilarious, B.
Were you in studio with him?
Nah, I was on the line with like my man Will Strickland used to have a podcast, and he put me on with Willie D, and he said he wanted to fuck Amber Rose. I said, I thought you had a song that said you ain't fuck with them bald-headed hoes.
Black people are Republican.
Okay, so
black people are Republican because I'm assuming you grew up Baptist.
Me? Nah.
Oh, come on, man. We play semantics now.
This was my favorite part where he thinks all black people are Baptist.
That's bullshit, man. Niggas, you know how many different denominations Negroes belong to?
Yeah, as a black person, I think. Hey, as a matter of fact, I grew up in the Kojic church. Jason, did you have any church with your family at all?
I'm Jewish.
Oh no shit! There you go. So,
no, I'm playing with you.
You made Bert mad. Bert's like, oh, this nigga gonna make me the only one now.
No. I grew up Catholic, man.
And Pascal, you grew up Catholic too, right?
Not really. My mom was Episcopal, but I was Catholic adjacent.
Okay. I went to
Pascal's family is
Episcopal is some wild shit.
Yeah.
Pascal's family is snake handlers.
Yo was doing Santeria in the costume. What was you doing?
Sing handlers.
Bert, did you go to church?
Interlude.
My mom was lapsed when it came to Judaism and shit like that. Her mom converted to some boring ass Lutheran shit. I fucking hated the church. It depressed me. And then my dad and his mom, they went to like the crazy Pentecostal variants. So, you know, you got people shaking and falling backwards and speaking in fucking tongues.
Oh, we call that shouting, Bert. Thank you very much. That's why you don't like Fishbone. It's too much gospel in it for you.
So he's saying everybody
gospel music.
Saying all black people are Baptists.
Oh, listen to your boy Pascal. Pascal, also your patience tonight is it's otherworldly. It's otherworldly.
This is kind of interesting. I'm interested in the Negroes who like Trump for real. I find that kind of interesting.
Here you go. I think I smell a new piece for Black Agenda Report.
No, I mean, I'm trying to figure out why these Negroes are so like enthralled with this one.
I can't believe we made it this far with this shit, man.
For real.
It helps when you crack real fucked up jokes. Like if you're not cracking real fucked up jokes or yelling at me to pause it so you can crack a fucked up joke.
I just grew up. You didn't go to church growing up? I've heard your music. It's very church influenced. Okay, a couple of times. Yeah. What does the Bible say?
Yea, though I walk through the shadow.
Oh, okay, yeah. You want to pick that one up. But what does it say about gay people?
What?
Yep.
Yeah, look at his face, bro. This nigga looks stunned.
What's the Bible say about what?
Gay people. So, fuck that whole part about easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get to heaven. Nah, it's the gay people. All about finances.
Don't you love this setup for that? What's the Bible say? I don't know. It's like 1,600 pages.
So you assume that Donald Trump is going to come down and drop the wrath of God on gay people? Is that why?
I mean, there are times where I swear, like, people are voting for Donald Trump just because they want to be able to call shit gay again. I feel like this is that.
Yeah, he's the dude.
This shit is very unintentional, but it looks like Willie D is contemplating every possible sponsorship he could gain or lose.
He's got that fucking Morpheus face on.
Like, what the fuck did this nigga say?
I love the part. I just love the way he goes, what's the Bible say? Willie D's like, I don't know. There's a lot of shit in the fucking Bible.
Willie D said, let me think about that.
The way he goes, I don't yay the one. He goes, oh, you choose that one. It's like, I don't know, nigga. There's 1,600 pages.
I mean,
which
on some
one
Jew
was I gonna choose?
On some Jew shit, it also says if you're ever in a sticky situation, just let them sleep with your wife. Shit gets hard. Maybe you gotta take one for the team, or we're not getting the fuck out of Egypt. Like, I don't know why the fuck you fishing.
On some other shit, we also talking about a nigga who is in a rap group with a midget.
And then nigga had the nerve to say, there's some real, Christianly things in your music. I was like, what Ghetto Boys song were you listening to?
I'm sure there's one with a piano.
And that was enough for him. He heard, I ain't mad at you about Tupac.
I love the fact that this dude is like apparently an expert on imports, exports, inflation, deflation, and the good word. Like, what a fucking scholar.
The intellectual curiosity is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Pascal, wait till you see the passive aggressiveness of Cooney Lee Farnsworth.
He's already black.
What it say? Come on, man. He trying to save his sponsors right now. I thought we were coming here to have a candid conversation. I'll hook you up with something.
No, yeah. Please do.
I will. I really like your podcast. But what does the Bible talk about? Right is right and wrong is wrong. Why does the black community not get?
I have no idea what he is talking about. I mean, the Bible talks about a lot.
I don't buy any of it.
Right is indeed
I'm
right, and wrong is indeed wrong.
Right? The Bible talks about it all the time. Right is right and wrong is wrong. I was like, you're gonna have to give me more than just what's the Bible say about gays, and then right is wrong is wrong. Like, what
This
does
is
that
Joe
mean?
Rogan's homie.
This is Joe Rogan's homie. Yeah,
Joe Rogan likes to hang out with dudes who can't read. Like everybody knows.
Joe Rogan is one of those guys that tries to find people that are way dumber than him to hang around.
He hit the fucking jackpot.
Wow.
Don't ever lose this nigga. Keep hitting.
Bro, this nigga's forehead is wild strong.
How does his two lips just look like his tongue? Like just looks like three fucking tongues right now. Like this.
Can't do this shit, man. This is crazy.
Tucson said, does he have a birthmark on his face or did his eyeliner smear? He came in ready for war.
Thomas Sowell talking about biblical justification to support Trump. Does he really?
I mean, I don't understand the right is right and black people don't get it. It's like if niggas reading the Bible, are they just reading it wrong and you're going to show us the right way, Mr. I don't know any Bible verses?
That right is right and wrong is wrong.
So let me ask you something.
Can I play devil's advocate? I don't know how your audience would take this.
Okay.
Which you've been with the whole time? Like, isn't your whole life that?
Mhm.
That shit was from the heart.
No, but he didn't even let Willie D get a line off to play devil's advocate.
Yeah, he's just like, can I play devil's advocate? What do you know what that means? No. Isn't it like the guy in Saw? I want to play a game. Let's say that wrong is right and right is wrong. You have 3 seconds to answer the question, Willie D.
What's this word that black people like to use all the time when it only benefits them? Karma.
Oh, God damn it. I was going to ask you guys.
I didn't make it this far. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey,
I'm shocked.
Pascal. Pascal, you've been black for 56 years. Pascal, you've been black for 56 years. This nigga said, what's the word black people use all the time? I thought he was going to say nigga.
I thought it was gonna be like that YouTube video with the teacher who says he put the H on it, nigga.
Dude, Pascal, he said karma. Wait,
what black people does he know?
Exactly. Unless he lives near Bert and only black people he knows play hacky sack and do Eastern medicine.
Talking about the black people that work in the computer lab department at the undergrad down by where I work, where I live around here. What?
I don't know what black
I looked
people.
him up. It says he's from Georgia.
He's from the same town as Derek Varn. Derek Varn got pissed. We watched this with Varn, and Varn was like, God damn it, this dude is from my hometown.
Varn undercover knows him.
Varn. JC says Jason's hippie rapper girlfriend says karma more times a day than all the black people in America do in a month.
I do not need another clip of her. Don't need it.
Take a little bit of acid, take a little bit of shrooms.
Continue.
All right, here we go.
So black people got a lock on the word karma?
I've never heard a white person say karma.
You've never heard a white person say karma?
No.
As somebody raised by a full-blown, true-believing fucking hippie, and my mom, like, all throughout elementary school, getting fucking letters, like having to take letters to school about why we couldn't take Western medicine. He's never met a white chick who does yoga? Like, what the?
Hey, no, these niggas keeping me awake. Shit.
Play. I'm sorry. Play this shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
Jason England, did you hear that?
No, man, I had to go get a motherfucking Peroni. I had to get
Jason
another
England.
steak after listening to this shit. Jesus.
Jason, this nigga said he's never. Go ahead, Bert. Bert,
He
go
said
ahead.
he's never heard a white person say the word karma.
Well, you know.
Wait. Can we run that back? Run it back.
It's more of a Calcutta dialect.
Wait, hold up. Listen.
Pick that one up. What does it say about gay people?
Be fruitful and multiply.
Oh yeah,
what to say?
Come on, man. He trying to save his sponsors right now. I thought we were coming here to have a candid conversation. I'll hook you up with something.
No, yeah, please do.
I will. Please do. I really like your podcast. But what does the Bible talk about? Right is right and wrong is wrong. Why does the black community not get that? Right is right and wrong is wrong.
So let me ask you something.
Can I play devil's advocate? I don't know how your audience would take this.
Okay.
What's this word that black people like to use all the time when it only benefits them? Karma.
So black people got a lock on the word karma?
I've never heard a white person say karma.
You never heard a white person say karma?
No, have y'all?
Nigga, what?
Oh, you heard a white person.
Wait a minute.
No,
Nigga,
man,
what?
No.
No, my brother.
Can't be doing this shit, man. Where is this dude from?
Macon, Georgia.
Oh, Jesus, man. Don't be reinforcing stereotypes. That's not cool, man. That's not cool.
Oh my
Probably
god.
was fucking a black guy. I've never heard a white person use the word karma. We're talking about the George Floyd joke, right? Okay. This is what the whole podcast is about. Can I play devil's advocate? And people, please don't try to cancel me for having an open discussion with Mr. Willie D.
He's all over the place, and I don't think he knows. I think there was things that he knew he wanted to hit on, and he should probably have notes because he's just so all over the place. He doesn't know what he's saying. Because Willie D hasn't even gotten to the point to be like, "Hey, you told a really fucked up joke about a guy that's literally from here, from Houston." So, you know, he looks a little nervous. He's also very arrogant because, you know, Willie D isn't Joe Rogan.
I mean, that's what we were talking. I mean, there's no way. That's what we were talking about earlier. Normally, they don't have to go and perform against another black person who's going to critique them.
Like, he doesn't know what to see. He's watching this again. You can see how confused he is because he's got his like points that he wants to make. And the whole karma thing, I was like, who are you telling this joke to? You and Joe Rogan? Because I'm sure he could find you at least 14 white women.
What is this nigga's name again?
David Lucas.
Real talk. If we all just be quiet for a second, we can hear white women somewhere humming. You can hear it from the West Coast. I know you hear that shit in TJ. You think it's the ocean. It's just
white women coming. Crystals. I hear crystals clanking.
That shit didn't catch on in Pittsburgh. I tell you that.
Yeah, no. Bert, you know as well as I know, in the hood of Watts, you see all these black women rocking around with crystals and shit.
Oh yeah, constantly mentioning karma.
I will say this, and I need someone to explain this to me. I was watching the Bunga Bunga podcast, and Nina Power was on there, that white woman that runs Compact Magazine, and she was wearing an ankh necklace.
Whoa.
And I need someone to explain that to me.
Is that like how white people have been thrifting the 8-ball jackets?
Is that right?
Oh, that threw me the fuck off. I was walking on. I teach at this university, and I seen regular ass white people in 8-ball jackets, and that fucked me up. So I had to ask one of them, and they said they got it from the thrift store. I said, "Oh shit!"
And you were like,
I almost instinctively had to stab the motherfucker and steal it.
I'm sorry, Tyler. The rule book says. I guess it's just karma.
That's what she said.
Talking about the word karma, right? Mr. Floyd dressed up as a utility worker to break into a Hispanic lady's house, pointed a gun at her pregnant stomach and said, "You decide whether your child lives or dies."
Now, who told you she said that?
It was in the police report.
The police report.
What the lady said.
The police report.
Okay,
the same people who are affiliated with the people who killed George Floyd. But go ahead.
I'm playing devil's advocate, sir.
Okay,
I'm playing devil's advocate. That's it.
I still don't think he understands devil's advocate.
No.
I think he thinks it means saying something that isn't popular. Oof, this is rough, man.
But whether he said that or not, he pretended to be a utility worker and he broke into a lady's house. Can we say that's a fact? Yes or no?
I'm not sure what it is.
That's what he went to prison for.
Is that in the police report?
That's on his report.
It's on the report.
Mr. Willie D. I've had a few drinks. I'm about to give you one. I'm about to give you one.
Is it on the report?
Because he over here bullshitting with me.
I just want to know, is it on the report?
History is real. Criminal history is real. And guess what? That's why these motherfucking BLM marchers that steal money from black people can't find nothing on me.
Right here, my count.
My God.
I mean, we're not marching for BLM. We've been clowning your ass for at least the last 45 minutes, niggas. So
I'm sure you'll find 250 pounds on your fat ass, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
You ain't the lightest bitch in the world.
Like, we've been shitting on you for almost an hour, bro.
Like, I don't know if he thinks he's pulling off some like Victorian era irony, but there's plenty he's already said out loud that you can just cancel him for. I mean,
Kushlick says, note, if he's the devil's advocate, he thinks the opposite of all of this.
He may not be up on his Catholicism to the same degree he understands.
He might be just like literally advocating for Yakub.
What? His whole joke was like George Floyd, karma came to him because he did this crime. And it's like, well, if that's how karma works, last I checked, he went to prison and like was housing insecure and had to do like sex work to survive after he got out. Like, dude had a pretty shitty life. And yeah, I think that karma had caught up to him. The woman's alive. Her child has no memory.
This is a funny joke on any level, though, regardless. Like, why? I don't think it plays well in any audience. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, who do you tell that joke to? Like, hey, that guy George Floyd, karma, and then
nobody wants to hear that shit.
It's not a funny joke.
No,
it's just not a funny joke.
It's just edgelord nonsense.
He is edgelord nonsense.